Yo, what up, everybody? I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a very special guest in the building. This young man has worked with the likes of Isaiah Rashad, Black, JID, Crit, Westside Boogie, Goldlink, Dreamville, Guapdad, Rojans, and a slew of others. First got wind of his music from the song he did with Goldlink. And I mean, from there, it's been building and building. You've seen him on BET Awards. You heard freestyles. You heard raps from him. No further ado, Atlanta's on, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together and welcome to the show, Mr. Deante Hitchcock.
I was like, intro, goddamn shit. Yeah, going on with y'all?
What's going on, man?
We chilling, bro. We chilling. What's good with you?
Shit, likewise, doing the same. But so it's raining over here, so we ain't really doing nothing for Memorial Day holidays and shit.
No barbecues.
Nah, that shit dead. We losing recipes anyway. Like I ain't hear about no barbecues at all today. None.
I just saw a meme that said it's like I ain't got invited to no barbecues. This generation of adults is really trash. And we really don't be I know CP is barbecuing, but outside of him, I don't know nobody else that's barbecuing right now.
Or at least consistently.
Yeah, like we really don't. When I first moved out here, though, I was barbecuing, especially in an old spot. I was barbecuing damn near every weekend or every other weekend. And my wife got tired of barbecue chicken and shit. And she's like, she got rid of the grill one day when I was gone. That's how tired of she was. It was a good ass grill. I stole it. I mean, I got it from a neighbor.
What?
she threw that shit completely away with her horrible ass. I was cooking, man. I love barbecue chicken. I can eat barbecue chicken just about every week. I don't care.
I don't know. That's low-key lower on the tiers of barbecue for me, is the actual chicken.
I feel barbecue chicken is like one of the lower standard forms of chicken, but it's not.
That's a bold one. Okay,
I didn't know we was gonna start off the show with someone's disrespect. I didn't.
Fried chicken. Off top. Then you got hot wings in their many various forms, wings like that. I think barbecue chicken for me might be it. Give me the day. It may be got down between that and baked.
I was about to say you like it more or less
baked chicken though.
Huh?
It's above baked chicken.
It depends on the day for me.
I've had some fire baked chicken.
My boy, baked chicken go crazy.
Listen, okay. Where's it at in retrospect to goddamn me rotisserie chicken, like from Boston Market?
I ain't gonna cap. I ate plenty and many rotisserie chickens in like college. I'm all rotisseried out. I can't eat
it. How you done?
Bruh. In Walmart, Kroger, all that shit, the little hot section. I can't eat no more rotisserie. That's the bottom of the barrel for me now.
I got they say teriyaki chicken.
I got hit with in college, Boston Market. So I was late on the game to rotisserie. All we had was baked chicken and fried chicken growing up. So when I got to rotisserie, I went OD on that shit.
Exactly. Like I see got now rotisserie chicken again. It's gonna be too soon. Swear to God.
All right.
I do it.
Wait,
I still like barbecue chicken. I think y'all.
What's the barbecue meat order then? What's the hierarchy in terms of barbecue meat? Like
give me the I guess all the options I got here.
Ribs, brisket,
brisket, burgers, and chicken.
And links.
Ribs, briskets, burgers, chickens, and links. I don't eat pork, so I gotta take the ribs out.
They got beef ribs.
They got beef ribs.
That shit ain't the same. You know that shit ain't. That shit. Both kind of shit. So I'm gonna go. I don't care. When I was eating pork though, it'll be ribs, brisket,
damn right,
burger. What else was it? It was chicken and links.
Chicken and
links, and like I guess people be throwing like fish and stuff on there too.
Ain't nobody really fucking with that. That ain't making on my barbecue list.
Well, we got ribs, brisket, chicken, fish if we including it, burger, links.
Let me tell you something. That hot dog coming before that fish and that burger and that
links are going crazy.
Give me the hot dog right after the ribs and the brisket. I'm fucking with the hot dogs.
You taking a hot dog before the chicken?
You heard what I said, bro.
Wait, you mean hot dog or hot link?
Nah, hot dog.
Dog?
I can't eat a whole lot of spicy stuff. It'll mess my stomach up, and then I'm leaving the barbecue early. But I can knock down about 4 or 5 hot dogs. They always give me shit because I fuck with gas station hot dogs. I fuck with the 7-Eleven and I fuck with the Quick Trip hot dogs.
What? Bro,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Obama turning
Deante, don't act like 7-Eleven. I mean, don't act like Quick Trip hot dogs. Don't be slapping when you needed to.
Listen, bro, your toilet bowl gonna melt one day. Shit, no.
Niggas stop eating pork, bro. And then they think they better than you, bro. We still in the trap. We still fuck with them hot dogs.
Hey, Loki, what is tri-tip? I've had it, but I don't know the difference between that and brisket.
Gosh, I don't know either. Honestly, I don't keep it down.
I don't know what cut of meat that is. I had to let me see. Let me look up tri-tip, bro. Tri-tip.
I feel like ribs are kind of overrated.
Oh, it's like steak, I think.
Yeah, both of them are like steak, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fuck with tri-tip. I'll do that. I'll do that.
What city you in? You in Atlanta?
Yeah. Well, Decatur is like Atlanta adjacent. You know what I mean?
Adjacent.
Niggas don't want no smoke with old girl no more coming out with another video. Yeah. Hey, that ain't Atlanta.
Yeah, man.
Springs ain't Atlanta.
Everybody was like,
playing shit though, bro. This shit crazy.
You said it changed shit?
I said she gerrymandered the whole city.
Yeah, she did.
So now people like, do you notice that people don't say Atlanta as much? Like they'll say like, well, it's outside.
We really just be talking shit. I gotta say anybody that we talk to outside of the city will say Atlanta. Because it's too hard trying to explain Decatur or Riverdale or Clayton County area. But when we hear folks know, like, okay, you from the east side, you from the south side, whatever the case. I mean,
so I actually didn't start going to Atlanta heavy until the last few years, and it's like one of my favorite places ever. I've never been there for like a Memorial Day. So what's like a typical Atlanta cracking Memorial Day?
Shit, before the world ended, we used to throw a block party every year. Yeah. Every year. We did that shit for like it might be 10 years. I mean, we had a big ass block. We used to go crazy. But then the world went to shit, so we don't even do it no more. So that was the move. I just had the bikes out. The frat folk used to come through, sororities out and shit. Like, it was huge. But,
y'all big on the bikes out there?
My step pops in a club called like King of the South.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I bet so they be everywhere apparently. Like apparently, y'all remember B.O.B.?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He just joined that club like 2 weeks ago or some shit.
Oh, word.
Yeah, shit crazy.
B.O.B. He gonna be the only nigga out there on a motorcycle with a guitar though.
What? Talk about
on the back,
man. Going crazy.
That's lit. Yeah, I literally just went out there earlier this year, and they were like telling me to come back for like homecoming and all that shit, just like all those big city events. But apparently, it's different because of COVID.
Yeah, hell yeah. Don't nobody really care about this shit no more for the most part. But
I'll be honest, Atlanta didn't care for real at all. Them niggas kept the strip clubs open. My nigga, the clubs were still open. They still did AC3. Niggas was still partying in Atlanta.
Then niggas start getting sick. And niggas like, whoa, hold on. All right. This shit real. I ain't gonna cap. I'm one of them niggas.
It got you?
Bro, yes.
How many times?
I want to say I got it once, but I may have had it twice. Like, at the beginning of the shit, I didn't really know what was going on. I had like some flu-like shit, but it may have been, I just didn't get tested to know any of that. So I've only had it once that I know of.
I damn sure caught that shit twice.
Boy,
my ass slipping, nigga. I was out there bad.
Big twice.
That shit different, bro. That shit hell.
Big twice.
Man. All right, well, shit, man. Let's jump into the shit, Pat. What we working with first?
All right, so there's this. This story is kind of crazy. This is like some city girls up type shit. So there's this Russian social media influencer, this chick, and she went viral because her boyfriend basically dumped her to focus on his career, and now she started dating the nigga boss.
Right.
I read that story. Yes,
I like
that's crazy.
I like it.
Can you imagine you try to focus on your career? You at your cubicle, tippity tapping away, and you see your ex girl walk in. She goes straight to the boss office,
right? With some food.
That's aggressive as hell. But you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. They just lost. You gotta accept that.
That's wild.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you've seen this movie called Whiplash. You ain't see it?
Uh,
Whiplash is with goddamn, what's his name? The dude from the Farmers commercials. Goddamn.
Allstate? No, wait, not Farm.
Yeah, the white guy. What is it? Jay? Damn it, I can't remember. But basically, in the movie, it's like a band movie, and the lead actor is a drummer, and he starts dating this chick, and he finally gets into like this big band, and he breaks up with her so he can focus on J.K. Simmons. Who it is? There it is. J.K. Simmons is the band teacher, and J.K. Simmons. I mean, you've never seen J.K. Simmons in this type of role. I mean, he cussing people out, calling them a cocksucker, all types of shit.
Is that Mr. Jameson from Spider-Man?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's a great actor. I like him.
He was like, don't you come quick on that note. It's not your boyfriend's cock. Like, he's going off the whole fucking movie. Man. And I always tell entertainers to watch that shit with their significant other, whoever you're dating, because you see how real it is. Like, when you're really into something, like, you really be focused. And we all know that shit, being with somebody takes a lot of time off of what you need to do. So shit, I understand why he wanted to do it, but goddamn, that's a cold way to get back at a player.
That's wild as hell. What would y'all do though? Would y'all, if y'all were like if that was your job, what would y'all do?
I'm playing dope on her. I'm playing dope on her and him.
Like, somebody got to go to jail for a long time.
For a long time. The follow-up for a long time.
I'm planting dope on them, and I'm calling the cops. Next time she come up here, I'm throwing some dope in the car, calling the cops and saying it's a suspicious vehicle in the parking lot. That's the petty level I'm on. But I wouldn't recommend nobody doing that shit. I'm a different type of petty.
I would recommend everybody does it. All three of us can't stay. It's not, all three of us can't stay here.
Yeah, nah, that ain't gonna work. You ain't finna just be coming in every break period. Nah, fuck all that. We got a problem.
Somebody got to go to jail for.
We got a whole entire problem. Fuck all that.
Man. All right, I'm trying to figure out like which one is the most foul between these three stories. So there's that one. There's dating the boss. Then there's this one. It's a woman who's been labeled the poopatrator.
All right.
Because she's been committing, quote, fecal assault on wigs at a hair store. So basically, this girl is on camera going to a beauty supply store, taking a shit in the middle of an aisle, and damaging numerous wigs in the process.
What? No.
Yes, that was read. I had to double check. That was read right. It says the defecation was significant enough that 8 wigs were destroyed as a result.
First of all, how you, unless you did it multiple times, how you got that much shit in you? What did you eat in preparation? This bitch ate 16 Mexican pizzas and a whole pot of beans before she went to the store.
They called it
pork and beans, 2 bowls of black eyed peas, some lima beans. This bitch was wilding.
This bitch going crazy. She been at Taco Bell for 6 hours preparation. It's going crazy.
She just kept playing DJ Khaled. Another one.
What has to happen in your life for you to get to that point? Like, how did you get here?
Bruh, they turned her down. She went in for a wig. They was like, nah. She was like, I'll show you.
I've been turned down for a lot of things, and I ain't never shat on none of them.
She shit on 8 wigs. She shit on 8 hairdos, 8 bobs.
But the ability to be able to pinch off, like to cut it off and pinch and then go to another wig. This bitch is a magician. Like, nobody should be able to do that.
Some generational talent shit.
What's crazy about that is you can't just plan the robbery and do it. Like, if it has to do with boo-booing, like, your body has to tell you. So she was just waiting. She was just waiting to get the bubble guts. She said, it's go time.
She ran to the car, booty cheeks all tight. She's
it's time.
Have y'all ever been in the car where you had the shit, like, trying to work or something? And
oh, my God.
Bro, no. That's
nigga, I've been in the back. My homeboy told me about
the worst
saltwater cleanse to lose weight. And I should have Googled it. It was Googleable. Saltwater.
You just showed up?
Nah, so he told me about it, told me how much to put in, and I did that shit. I put the salt water, the Epsom salt in the water, and you're supposed to drink the whole thing. You do it early in the morning, and basically it flushes your system out. Basically, like you can lose 5 pounds in a weekend doing this shit.
Why?
Didn't know, nigga, this was a liquid laxative. Bruh, I did the shit like 7 in the morning. Right, I got this little special place I like to go to, like to just calm myself and recenter shit, and that shit is out in Manhattan Beach. Nigga, I get on the 101, head to the 405 to hit out there.
Ooh,
my stomach was like, "What's up, nigga? I'll kill everybody in this bitch." I had the shit so bad, I almost pulled up on the side of the road and called an Uber because I was like, I'd rather shit in somebody else's car than shit in my car, because at the time I had cloth seats. I was like, nigga, this will never come out. I just had to throw the whole car away. I gotta set this bitch on fire.
You
roll it in the alley. That's how bad it was.
You shit in my car and I'm the Uber driver, somebody gonna die. One of us has to die, bro. Like, ain't no fucking way.
But imagine picking somebody up just for them to shit. Like, you just got in the car. You said,
I'm in the backseat rolling down the window, lighting matches and shit, trying to throw the dog.
Nigga, what the fuck is he? Is he burning sage? What is he doing? Like, confused as hell.
And then everything would click, and they'd be like, "Your car wasn't broke down, was it?" You'd be like, "Nope."
Not at all, not at all, my man. My stomach was broke down. That shit need to do alternator.
That's
I didn't know you could drink Epsom salt. Like I thought that shit was just for like baths and showers or whatever.
It is. So you take I think it was like a teaspoon of it in a gallon of water, or 2 teaspoons of it, and you put it in a gallon. When you shake it up, you're supposed to drink the whole thing. Actually, it wasn't even that much water. It wasn't even a gallon. It was like 32 or 48 ounces. But you put a teaspoon in it, and you're not supposed to eat the rest of the day. That shit just flushes you out. But I didn't know that's what it did. I thought it just like, I don't know, make you not hungry, dehydrate, make you drink water all day. Nigga, never again. But you can lose like 5 pounds in a weekend.
Yeah, because you're gonna shit it out.
Goddamn right. You goddamn right. You're gonna camp out on the toilet. You understand me? Bring my mail up here, bitch. This is where I'm camping out at for the next couple days.
Here drinking bath salts. Of course you're gonna lose weight. I'm sure like meth can make you lose weight over a weekend too.
But that's because you run it. You run it, then you just fall asleep standing up, nigga. That's what the meth do. Meth heads are talented. Nigga. You ever see a meth head try not to fall asleep? I mean, like fall over when they fall asleep standing up? It's some zombie type shit.
No.
Where have you seen that?
No.
They got from East St. Louis.
East St. Louis.
Doing meth in St. Louis?
East St. Louis, yeah. Hell yeah, meth everywhere. Meth and heroin is everywhere.
I done heard of heroin heads and shit like that. I ain't never seen. No, tell it back. I done heard about meth heads. I ain't seen no shit like that in person.
That's because they scatter when the lights come on. It's all stories. It's all just myth and folklore.
You call them cockroaches?
They're typically just not around.
I saw this wild ass fact about Prince. It said Prince left behind a vault unreleased music containing enough material to put out an album every year for a century. Nigga.
But is it locked or what?
Well, I don't know who has the rights to it. Like it's probably just recorded, but he recorded enough content to put out an album every year for a century. They don't tell you like how many tracks on the album. I would imagine I guess just 10 or something like that. I mean, 10.
He's from that generation that would make like 100 songs and then cut it down to one album and just never drop. That's what Michael Jackson people used to do. So I believe that.
Nigga, that's crazy. Did you hear the Bowser's story about his house that he had bought in LA? Bowser? I think he was playing what's his name? The basketball player, something Bowser. Light skin with the beard.
Tweet about that. Carlos
Boozer. I'm sorry.
Bowser, hilarious.
Nigga. I don't watch sport things. I don't know sports ball. But Boozer said he had bought a house in LA that he was going to like use. He was gonna rent it out. And his realtor hit him up and was like, "Hey, somebody wants to rent out your house." And he was like, "Nah, I just bought this motherfucker. Like, I ain't even stayed in the house yet." He was like, "Well, this person wants to offer you like $90,000 a month." He was like, "Oh, okay, shit, well, rent it out." He said it was Prince. Prince moved into the house, and he immediately started redecorating the fucking house, like putting the purple and the black all over the house. And he said Bowser said he had to go down there. Boozer said he had to go down there for a
It's
massage
Boozer.
therapist. Boozer, right? It's
It's
Boozer.
messing with my visual. I'm thinking of Bowser from Mario. Like, Prince wants to rent out my castle? Okay.
Give me a minute. Let me get the princess about this bitch because she left all her brushes and shit all over the place. Long story short, he redid the whole house. The basketball player came there one time to check out the house. It was a completely different house. And he called Prince. Prince was over in Europe doing a tour. He's like, hey, man, don't worry about it. When I leave, it'll be like I never was there. And then he wired him $500,000 just to like ease his mind. And he said he stayed there a couple more months. And then when he moved out, he completely redid the house like exactly how it was when he first moved in. That's how much money this motherfucker had. He was paying $90,000 a month.
And
he just wire somebody $500,000 just to ease their mind. Nigga.
If I got that type of money, niggas can't tell me shit. Nothing. I'm a completely different person. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like $500,000 for your troubles.
Listen, I'm gonna cue your song up. I got money now, nigga. Listen,
first, not like that.
I thought $100,000 a month was for his troubles. That's the crazy part. He was already paying him.
It was an extra $500,000 just because.
Bruh, that shit crazy. Crazy. I can't even imagine.
At what point do you just buy a house though? Like he could have just easily just bought a house for that much money and did whatever he needed to do. That's a lot of extra steps for renting a place and then going to Europe. Like you moving crazy different.
Here's the thing, Pat. You being someone that's moved, you don't know this about Pat, Deante, but Pat in the last 2 years has probably moved 6 times. No exaggeration. And every time he moved, it was more luxurious and exotic of a place that he stayed in. Like every fucking time. It went from no swimming pool when we first started doing the show and the fucking landscape people cutting the grass every time to multiple swimming pools. At one point, I didn't feel safe going over the houses. That's how crazy the shit had got.
To be fair, work didn't start happening until it stopped being rentals. So that's why it's weird that he did all that in a rental just to change it all back and also spend that much money.
Nah, we got to go back to you, my boy. He just said you had the swimming pool. Now you ain't gonna skate over that. You got goddamn peacock in the pantry and shit. I need to know what you do for a living, my boy. I'm doing the wrong shit.
It was a mix between me and my cousin.
What?
Pat does music. Right, and he creates a lot of content. He creates a lot of shows on All Def Digital. But outside on the weekend, when we used to all work in the office together, we would see videos of Pat's weekends, like on his Instagram. One weekend, them niggas went and just got a house in the desert and played real life Fruit Ninja. They got swords and they went to the side of the road and bought $200 worth of fruit and were pitching cantaloupes and watermelons to each other and slicing the shit and just to put it on camera.
It's just random shit.
Raise your hand if you've ever played real life Fruit Ninja.
That's a thing.
What?
Fruits and shit on my got Fruit Ninja on my shirt and shit.
Then, like the other day, we literally would be in the office before he got there. Pat would come in a little late. We're all surrounding somebody's phone. Like, what the fuck does Pat do when he's off? He's literally like the most interesting man in the world. The shit is crazy.
Digital shit is just a drug front.
I would not be surprised, bro.
Hey, look, we could play offline, but if y'all boys hiring, I'll uproot my whole family. Nothing.
But I said that to say this, Pat. Like, if you've been moving around and you found a place that like kind of speaks to you, you're like, fuck it. If you got the money, then fuck it. I'll just stay here and I'll redo this. It ain't gonna matter. That's a drop. If he can wire somebody $500,000 just to calm their mind, 90,000 is a drop in the fucking bucket from Prince.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He owned his masters. So all his records he was getting all the sales to that shit. Live performance bands, selling out arenas. I remember I saw Prince do when he did the 30 days at the Forum. I saw him there. This motherfucker was selling it out every weekend, bro. And he had a different special guest every weekend. Prince had bread, dog.
Yeesh. I couldn't imagine how much his masters bring in because like everybody listens to Prince
to this day.
That's insane. But I mean, you just move in a whole different type of different. If that's like your idea of staying somewhere for a year and then you leave, that's the crazy part. I'd be like, I'm paying $100. I'm not going to know Europe. Like,
I'm never moving.
He got 500 grand just to land in Europe, probably. Like the bag that he went over there to get in Europe, that's probably wasn't shit to what he gave old boy. Right. So that shit, boy.
Damn, I didn't think about that. Like,
right. He's over there doing a tour, probably for the new album.
Boozer's point of view, that's crazy. But from Prince's point of view, he probably was in a nicer place over there.
Bro, castle. He rented out the west wing of the castle with the queen. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna take this."
We're bunking up,
bro. Like shit, you get a crazy bag for the booking, but then your bag for your merch fuck around to be equal or even more than what you got booked for. That was weekends when I was out with Kev last year, and he was paying me good per weekend, and I was still getting more on my merch than I was on my booking sometimes.
Nice.
That merch shit.
Does Prince have a lot of merch though?
Huh?
Does Prince have a lot of merch though?
Those t-shirts, nigga, that logo was on t-shirts. Like if you go to the museum, the Paisley Museum right now, bro, because they sent some shit to me. They got jump drives, they got lanyards, they got water bottles, cups, they got t-shirts, hoodies. Hell yeah, he got merch.
Who the fuck?
And he own all the rights to it.
Everyone said who has ownership of his estate right now? Does anybody know?
I think his family has ownership of his estate right now. Because they turned his house into a Paisley Park. They turned that into a museum. So they getting money off of people coming to the house and just seeing how dope this nigga was living.
That shit crazy.
I heard he owned somebody else's masters too.
I just read Chance helped Anita Baker get her masters back.
Right, which is crazy.
Chance the rapper?
Chance the rapper
helped Anita Baker
get her masters back.
One of the most random sentences I've ever heard in my life.
Right? No, for real.
For real. What a crazy story. So Kev didn't know about Anita Baker a couple years ago. Me, Tony, and the rest of us put him on Anita Baker on tour. Then he loved Anita Baker, and he started tweeting about Anita Baker. Anita Baker liked Kev's content, so she started tweeting him back. Tony has been an Anita Baker fan since he was a child, right? He started tweeting Anita Baker. She blocked his ass.
Why'd she block him? I didn't know that.
I don't know, bro. She recently unblocked him, but he was blocked for about a year and a half, and he didn't know. Bro. None of us knew why Anita Baker blocked him, nigga.
That shit funny.
That
being
shit
blocked by Anita Baker is like, man, that's like being shunned by your favorite auntie.
What would make Anita
that
Baker?
Shit was crazy, man.
One of the most random sentences I know, right? Like
ever.
Chance helped Anita Baker. That's very interesting.
I wouldn't even think that they knew each other in any form or fashion. Like,
right, but I can also see how they do.
Yeah, true. That sounds weird enough. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we had two foul stories. We had the girl who started dating her ex's boss. We had the woman who shit on a bunch of wigs. But I don't know. This one is also up there. This is a dude who left his girlfriend for a Ukrainian refugee that they housed. Okay. So they basically I just gotta read this. All right, this is some wild shit. So a British man left his girlfriend of 10 years for a Ukrainian refugee who was living with them. Apparently he met her on Facebook and offered her a place to stay with his girlfriend, right? Which is already kind of wild. Niggas wilding already. Claims it was love at first sight when they met and lived with she lived with the couple for only 10 days. Then the girlfriend obviously became jealous of the young woman and it put a strain on their relationship. And she said, she gave her an ultimatum, like me or this random Ukrainian refugee that's staying with our house. 10 years, by the way. She said the atmosphere was getting really bad, and Sophia told me she didn't know whether she could continue to live with us under these circumstances. The dude said, so we both packed our bags and moved into my mom and dad's house together.
Listen.
Why the fuck is everyone so okay with this random Ukrainian woman moving into their
house? Because listen, we all know ain't nothing better than pussy but some new pussy. He didn't have that 10-year vagina.
Crazy.
What? That's wild though. Like just met on Facebook, has no idea about her past or anything. And it's just like, well, not only am I gonna leave my girlfriend for you, I'm gonna move you into my parents' house. You have no idea who this woman is.
Now they gotta smash all quiet.
That shit hitting like that, I need it.
What is going on, bro? No, just to double back real quick, because somebody said, I think it was Sherry Barnes, she said, Black people just getting their masters and white people are selling theirs. And I had just read yesterday that Justin Timberlake just sold his entire catalog for $100 million.
That's crazy.
Beat the game.
Right?
That shit beautiful. I
wish it was $100 million.
Somebody else, but that shit crazy as hell.
How long do you think it would take for it to naturally accumulate that if you own them though?
I about to say it depends on who you are, for real.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake,
Justin.
You might see it when you like 70, but at that point I'm like, I don't give a damn about this shit. I'm gonna get this to somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm trying to enjoy this $100 million.
Right.
Man, go get me a little chick from Ukraine and go crazy.
That bitch got off the plane. She got off the plane. She was like, "It's gonna be May."
I like how this nigga didn't see nothing wrong with the story. He was mainly just like, Ukrainian refugees.
Hey, eye opener there, my boy.
It's like, make a nigga leave his girl and move in with his parents? Okay.
Don't say.
That refugee.
All right, I got a random ass story because we got Deante on here. He's a rapper. Rappers do shit like this. The cost of an oil change for a Bugatti Veyron ranges from $20,000 to $25,000
to change the oil.
For an oil change, my nigga. All right, Deante, talk that rap shit, nigga.
I'm about to say here at the Black-owned business of Deante Hitchcock, we're financially responsible, very fiscal individuals. You know what I mean? We're ain't doing none of that shit. Let me get me a nice little goddamn BMW, maybe. That's my
That's top
German engineering as far as we go over here. Nah.
25,000. Here's the thing though, oil changes are mad expensive when you start getting in luxury vehicles. That's why I've been telling people. A lot of people, you might be able to afford to get a Range Rover, or you might be able to afford to get a Maserati, but the upkeep on that shit, bro. Like the tires. I remember my Infiniti, the M45, one tire was $500. One tire. So it's like, bro, like you think about the oil changes, you think about the air filters. If anything goes wrong with any electric component, and Land Rovers and Range Rovers are notorious for having electrical problems. Nigga, you better have a good ass warranty, my boy.
You know how much shit you could do with $20,000 out?
That's insane.
People got killed for $200.
Niggas that got killed for less.
Way less. You talking about 20,000 on a oil? Crazy shit. My mama,
you really leave with nothing.
Nothing. But goddamn, they be pissed off. That's it.
Shit.
I've had an oil change light for 4 months now. I'm just.
What are you doing, dog?
In the middle of the desert and not changing your oil or your power.
I don't want to know. This is my first one.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Please.
I can't believe you sometimes, dude.
I didn't change the oil in my car for it was a 2005 Magnum. I had that bitch probably when it was like 2012. But I ain't know shit really about changing the oil at that point in time. I was just driving that motherfucker. The engine locked up on me, bro. Go get your oil changed, or you gonna have to get another car.
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody tell you.
Man,
Yeah, I got
that listen, that was one of the pluses of having uncles that worked at a junkyard. Them niggas knew how to work on the car, boy. They ain't gonna let you drive around.
Damn,
and your shit ain't right.
I gotta I gotta do that then.
Yeah, nigga. This nigga Pat is, bro. This nigga Pat is reckless, bro.
Change
I was just like,
same here. That shit all funny games till you sitting on the highway smoking, like, and that hot ass sun. Yeah, bro, nah. Get that shit changed.
Golly. Damn, my boy.
Wow. I gotta take it today. Speaking of how much shit costs, I just saw this thing that went viral that was basically like the cost of living less than 100 years ago. This is like 1940. And it went viral for obvious reasons because it's basically like a list. It says a new house, like a new house would be about $3,900. A new car would be about $860. Rent would be $27 per month, and tuition at Harvard University was $420 per year, which is pretty wild. I didn't think it was ever that low. A movie ticket, 25 cents, gasoline, 10 cents a gallon. And then it went into like food, like coffee and milk and stuff like that. But it's just like a new house is like rent, monthly rent now. Like that's ridiculous.
When them niggas figure out how to make a time machine, I'm going back to 1922 and living like a god. Is bro, like
1922 though?
Well, I just was saying, where you think you gonna go as a black man to live like a god in 1922?
We got time machines, bro. I'm coming back with the stick. I'm not going back empty-handed. What the fuck? Them niggas ain't got shit about me in 1922. He gonna try to hit me with a musket and get his head blown off. It's over.
I don't think that, like, it's funny. Like I be talking about this all the time. Like people be like, I'd go back and I would, stop slavery or do like all that. But it's like, do y'all think that y'all could, even if y'all came strapped up, I feel like there's still a way that you could fail.
Oh, absolutely.
They got armies and police and shit.
You had to go back further. That you had to go back when niggas was throwing rocks and they introduced them to a block. Be like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna come back every 5 years. You niggas acting up, everybody getting sprayed the fuck up. Like, you had to go back and set the tone back then. Like when niggas only got 6 shooters, you show up with the fucking extendo, 100 in the clip. Like, oh, you only got 6, my nigga.
The course of humanity as we know it. Going back and fucking with them folks.
Yeah, I would want to go back and buy property. That's what I would want to do. Like get my name on all the leases in the white neighborhood and really change up shit. That's the shit I think about doing.
Yeah, but then when something would happen, because then you'd just be like, we haven't heard from you in 100 years. Like it's you haven't called us.
Just go back and marry a couple people, put the leases in y'all name, both of y'all name. It'll be all good. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do that.
Little niggas. Like your concubines.
Yeah, that's it. Spread the wealth, baby. Spread the wealth. That's like that dude. Y'all heard about that truck driver who got 30 kids?
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
30 kids?
That's
like why, bro? It's no way you can be an effective father to 30 fucking kids, especially if they ain't all living in the same house. It's no way possible.
Y'all got kids at all?
I got a 16-year-old.
Oh shit, yeah, you in the trenches for real. You said,
hey,
yeah, no, boy, I got one. And
yeah,
I'm ready to goddamn. Yeah, this is the most ghetto shit I've ever done in my life. Yeah, bro, like my partner asked me the other day. He was like, "Would you rather spend 2 months in jail or spend 1 year as a single father?" But lock me up. I said, oh, out of here, bro. This is the wildest experience I've ever had in life, bro. Children, raising children is insanity. I want to actually ask you, does this shit get any easier?
It does. It does get easier. When they can talk, it gets a lot easier. Because right now, you in the how old is the baby? 2 months?
4 months.
4 months. So you start to like learn little gestures of when they need to be changed or when they're hungry. When he starts teething, you're gonna see him like messing with the mouth and stuff like that, or they try to suck on the thumb to kind of ease the pain with that. So it does get easier, you know what I'm saying? But it only gets easier when both parents you guys are parallel with your raising styles and techniques. Because if they can do one thing at the mom house and then something else at the dad house, then nigga, it's hell to tell the captain, boy. But it does get easier. It does get easier when that's why I prefer kids over pets, because you go out of town, you take the kid with you, the kid grows up, they start wiping their own ass and shit like that. But dogs and all that shit, you still gotta walk them every day, 2 times a day. And yeah, see, you gotta walk him 2 times a day.
Right here, bro. Like,
and that's a big dog. You picking up big shit, my boy. Yeah.
Listen, bro.
You gotta walk him with a duffel bag.
Two-handed.
Yeah, you got to go out of town. You got to get somebody to watch the dog, and I mean, they more than likely they might have a place big enough for your dog, so they got to come over to your crib. They got to house it and watch the dog. It's a nuisance, nigga. It's a nuisance. Fuck that. Give me that kid.
I'm gonna take your word for it. Please don't. I hope you're not lying to me, bro. Because
no. Listen. And all else fails, a little NyQuil on the gums, man. I told them this yesterday. There's a little NyQuil, a little Jack Daniels on the gum. They be out for hours, baby.
Georgia.
Get over here, nigga.
Just a little whiskey.
Just a little whiskey. Just put a little whiskey in that milk. That baby be all right.
The child.
I gotta ask you some rap shit questions, man. Because you work with some beasts in the game and held your own. Basically acknowledging yourself as a beast as well. But you got a new single out with Crit and Westside Boogie. You've been on tracks with JID, who is, the wordplay that you and JID and Crit and Boogie got alone is fucking phenomenal. Insane. So first question is there somebody that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with?
Just a couple folks, for real. Like the one that instantly comes to mind, hopefully it pans out because he's going through some shit right now. But Thug.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to work with Thug so bad, dog. My partner, he's like, is he manager? He started off as his videographer. He had some management issues, so he kind of stepped in on the management role. So he's taking all that now, but he's telling me about like all the shit that they got going on now. So I'm hoping that shit works out in everybody's favor and niggas can get right. But yeah, that's the first person.
That's one of Pat's favorite rappers right there.
Mm-hmm. Sad day in rap. Super sad day in rap.
Thug for sure. Andre 3000 for sure.
All you got to do is go to Atlanta Airport, just hang out long enough. You'll see him in there playing that flute.
I ain't gonna cap. I saw, yeah. Do you familiar with any of the streets out here? Like,
yeah.
I saw that nigga walking down goddamn Glenwood Ave. Him and literally, all right, he got a song. What's that song with Beyonce? We Like to Party.
Oh yeah, we like to party.
That nigga got a line in there where he say, I got a homeboy named Butter and another homeboy that nigga named Cheese. Why was this nigga walking with the homeboy named Cheese?
Really?
These are real people. This one was just random bullshit he put together. These are real niggas. Like,
did he have a flute?
Nah, he didn't have a flute on, but he was in his overalls. He had overalls and shit. He just be out here.
Like, he really just be out here, bro.
Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Andre 3000. Everybody love that nigga.
Yeah. I feel like rappers in Atlanta are what people think movie stars in LA are. Like, people live in LA, but they don't really be out. Like they're never really, unless you go to like a high end club or a mansion in the Hidden Hills or somewhere out like in Calabasas. They don't be around. But it seems like Atlanta, like people really just be out and about.
Bro, I used to see Pastor Troy at this pizza place called Slice all the fucking time, bro. I used to work over there. Yeah, I used to work over there, and Pastor Troy, but just sitting at the bar, beard long as fuck, dreads long as fuck, just chilling, sitting at the bar, watching sports, eating pizza, dog. And he used to be there all the fucking time. All the time, just chilling.
He really be outside. We saw that nigga on Edgewood, like, it's probably like 3 weeks ago. Walk around.
Don't walk up to that nigga and be like, hey man, get the fuck out.
I'm smooth 5'5", Pastor Troy like a good 6'3". I don't even want to.
Yeah, that nigga tall, bro. That nigga tall, but he's super cool, super laid back. People really just be chilling in Atlanta like that, bro. It's different.
Everybody feel famous. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Regular folk is celebrities. I mean, niggas be popping shit. They have just as much money as the rap niggas do.
They do. They especially trap niggas. Trap niggas have just as much money as the rap niggas do.
These niggas will rent out Carlos Boozer house too. Yeah,
no problem. No problem whatsoever.
That shit is so crazy to me. Damn.
A bit of
so you got in the game, you started rapping, you did stuff with Dreamville, you got the song with Crit. What's the most rapperous story that you got? Like some insane shit you did, either something you bought or you went to the bar or the club, did some crazy shit. I know everybody got one story.
Some crazy shit. Do we have any stories of crazy shit? Anything that I can actually like repeat on camera? That's the real question.
Whatever you can. Don't get nobody in no legal trouble.
Oh, yeah, I ain't doing that. No, I'm talking about that. We got no super crazy shit. Like, it may be crazy in my head, but it feels normal because it's just what we do. Like, tour always be wild as hell. Niggas be going place to place. But we had this one bit. We was in y'all familiar with Black? 6 Lack.
The rap singer.
Yeah. Bro, we was on tour with that nigga. We was in Detroit. We was opening for him. You know what I'm saying? Like the openers, you go in there, you trying to win a crowd over and shit. You don't get much love. You trying to get right for the actual artists and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So after the show, you know what I'm saying? We go outside because we trying to meet all the fans. We trying to get as many fans as we can and shit. It be walk up to me and I swear to God, I kid you not. She walk up to me, whisper in my ear. She said, "Hey, how many people with y'all?" And shit, it's me, my DJ, my goddamn road manager, goddamn 2 of my partners. It's probably like 6 or 7 of us all together. She was like, "I'll suck all of y'all dicks just to meet Black, just to go and be able to say hello to this man and be in his presence. All of y'all, everybody with you." Detroit, Michigan.
That's quite a fan.
That's quite an intro.
That's quite a feat.
What?
That's a big fan.
Man. She was very, very happy to meet Black the next day. What's up? Right. Amazing. Champion.
Nigga, let me tell you something. I'm not going last.
Champion.
Wow.
Is there a code of conduct in terms of just letting Black know the gauntlet that these women went through first, just in case, or is it just like, all right, there you go?
I would assume that he knows even more than I do because he been in this shit goddamn longer than I have. He been at this place a lot longer than I have, so he knows.
Oh shit,
that's wild. Damn. Detroit's a wild place, boy.
Wow, nigga, they made different. Yeah. They are made different.
I like how in your brain that was a normal story, because that's a pretty crazy story.
It's like that, dog. Like the shit was like that. We was on the road with Wale, and that shit might have been worse than that.
Yeah,
it is. This shit crazy.
Wale. I love Wale. I miss the old mixtape Wale when he was before he signed to
MMG.
MMG. Like he was going crazy on those mixtapes. And then when he started doing the albums, he started doing the poetry in between. He was doing the poetry a little bit on the mixtapes, but he started doing the poetry heavy. I was like, nigga, just drop the poetry album. We know that's what you want to do. You know you're doing it for the poetry for these chicks. Wale in the dope ass song early, just to be like, Black Queen, I see you coming through. Your hue is so beautiful. Nigga, keep rapping.
My boy trying to get down, uplift the sisters, man.
Yeah, nigga. Drop the poetry album, nigga. Just drop the whole album. That's what you want to do anyway. Yeah, but that More About Nothing first mixtape, that shit was crazy, my boy.
He just put that shit on streaming, didn't
Yeah. He recently threw it on there. It was about a month ago. He threw it on there.
he? Yeah.
Hell yeah, get that money, my boy. I always thought that mixtapes were harder to get on streaming because you have to get those samples cleared. Is that why it takes so long?
Yeah, because I'm about to say usually on mixtapes, you don't really give a fuck. Like you rapping over other folks' beats and all that shit. You might have a Anita Baker sample or some shit like that. Baker ain't finna clear this shit. I'm on this bitch talking all types of crazy. She ain't clearing that shit at all. So niggas don't get that shit cleared. That's why even on that project, I feel like somebody told me he was missing like one song that he couldn't clear. Yeah. It's like folks still might not clear it, even after you done. Yeah, that shit crazy.
That's insane. That's just when the artist is just like, I don't like this song. I don't care about anything else. I don't like your song.
Sometimes the crazy shit is sometimes it could be like 10 people that you got to get the shit cleared through, dog. So like in our case, we had a song, it's called Circles on the last album we put out. But the sample was from a group called Splat Pack. It's that round and round we go. Round and round we go. That shit. Apparently they sampled somebody too. So we had to not only get cleared by the Splat Pack niggas, but we had to get cleared by the other group as well. And it's like, bro, that shit took like 6 months.
Damn.
Exactly.
So that could push the whole album back. You plan to release the album in April, and now that shit got to come out in October because of clearance.
Christmas. Yep.
It's got to be a faster way to do that shit than just waiting on motherfuckers to reply. Like,
just don't tell them niggas and take the
take the L. Nigga, I was listening to Pusha T talk about Kanye and how like they know Kanye will pay whatever just to clear the sample. And it's like, nigga, they get Kanye damn near every time. They take him to the bank because they know because they know he just wants to get the song out. So that nigga he'll give them 50% ownership of the song just so he can get it out.
Damn. Hell, he got it though.
Yeah,
he got it. I'm about to say if I had it, fuck it, we pay whatever.
Yeah.
It's dope that we're seeing like the hip hop cycle back. Like now producers now are sampling from hip hop beats where they sampled. So it's like that's tricky. That's going like that's a night. That just seems like a nightmare. Like don't sample like a Mad Lib or a Q-Tip who had like 4 or 5 different samples on their one song. Like that's just like just they made a whole web of people.
Exactly. No money off of that album. None. Because they had so many samples on the album. They made no money off of Midnight Marauders. And that was one of their best albums to date, in my opinion. If not the best album. I would dare say it was their best album, in my opinion.
I think that and Beats, Rhymes, and Life are my favorite. But Midnight Marauders has some bangers on it. But as much as I love Q-Tip's beats, I would not sample them because he was a crate digger, like 7 samples on one song.
Well, you try to put out, you're gonna lose money,
man. You rock with rappers like Currency, like the down south kind of. I don't want to say underground because so many people know Currency, but that motherfucker it was him and like 3 other people that had the biggest music catalogs like ever. That man just put out so much music, bro. Like I remember one time he put out like 13 projects back to back. Like every month he released something for 13 months. The shit was crazy.
I can't keep up with no shit like that. Like even listening, bro. Like it be feeling like it's so much fucking music out now, dog.
It is.
It's as you get older, it feel like it's harder and harder to just listen to it because you got other things that you got to do responsibility wise.
Yeah.
Like damn, I find myself missing the days where I could just sit back on my bed and look feeling and listen to songs all day. But going back to current, like I've heard definitely not 13 projects, but I've heard enough to say I like Currency. I mean, I'm not a super, but like if you put on Currency, I'm not turning it off. I like his music. Yeah. And he has the career. I love his fucking career, dog. Like Currency has just as much money and just as much I would say respect as a lot of the big dogs in the industry. But Currency can also go to Kroger. He can go to the grocery. He's not gonna get mobbed. Ain't nobody gonna get down, run up to him like 30 people ask for no pictures. He can still live a semi-regular life. And that is the perfect balance.
Bro, I remember in an interview he was saying when he was signed to No Limit, he had wrote a rap and it was about running up in the nigga house and killing him and all that shit. And he was like, he got to thinking about what this nigga mama might feel like, and like from that point on, he just kind of changed the energy of his music. And then now
his own mama.
No, what the dude who, if he hypothetically ran up in the house and killed, what that dude's mom would feel like, you know? And so he kind of changed his life, changed his music based around that, just around smoking and cars and just having a good time. And he says that's the energy he put out at his shows. And that's why he can walk through the crowd, smoke a joint with his fans. He ain't got to worry about anybody trying to snatch his chain or do no goofy shit, because the energy that you put out is what you're going to attract. And that's what shows up at his show. Yeah. So I always think about that when I hear rappers talking about, I'll kill 30 niggas, run up in your house. I'll be like, damn, that's a lot of niggas to kill.
It's around the world, but
that's a kill streak.
It's always somebody who want to be tough. Like
What's crazy about that lifestyle is like you putting out this, like Tahir said, you put out this tough energy, and then obviously the people who like that want that tough energy, so they'll come to your shows. But instead of just like still vibing, like they'll still take it a step further and be like, I wonder how tough he really is,
man,
and check the nigga. You know what I mean? So that's just a weird energy to put out into the world. Like I'll kill anybody who try, because there's always gonna be them crazy niggas. It's like, well, I'll try.
Let's see, find out. Yeah, nah, I don't want no parts.
Man, it sucks. It's like all you try to do is really like live your dream. Like for rappers that, because we all know the rappers change. Like now, for some people, it's more about the bag than the actual art. That's why I appreciate artists that really take the time, and their pen game is heavy. You know, like I said, you, JID, Crib, Boogie. I appreciate, because you can hear in the raps, like it's not just, you know, making this word rhyme with this word. Is you actually telling the story. But you know, a lot of people, it's just a bag for them, man. And you can really tell the energy and the music and everything associated with it when it's just a bag. So I appreciate when people really put some energy and some effort into that shit.
Appreciate it,
bro.
Hell yeah, man. I'll be listening.
Few and far between.
I be wondering, like, what is, does this shit really matter anymore though? That's the shit that be fucking me up sometimes, dog. It's like I be listening to, I love to listen to somebody tell the story or break it down, but I be talking to my younger cousins and shit. I'd be like, bro, we is not trying to hear that shit, bro. Like nothing. I asked my cousin how they felt about the Kendrick album. Like, I ain't listening to that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, didn't even try it, didn't even play it. Like, damn. But at the same time, Kendrick, Cole, Wale, Drake, all these guys are like the biggest ones in the industry. So I'm like, it has to pay off somehow. But then the tides may be turning. I don't know.
I think it's the age group too, and just the demographic that you grew up. Because I grew up in the hood, like the hood, but I still respect the lyricists because I was exposed to Biggie. I was exposed to Pac. It wasn't just like Spice One and A-Ball and MJG. Even though A-Ball and MJG was rapping their ass off back then, it still was like they were talking about pimping, but they broke it down so it wasn't just rhyming bitch with snitch and click and fit and all of that shit. Like they was really spitting in it. And I think that like now hip hop has branched out to so many different subcultures. Like some people only listen to trap. Some people only listen to club music. Bro, do you remember Lil Jon when he first came out in the East Side Boys? All their music incited fights, nigga. Like throw your sign in his face, gang sign in his face, nigga.
That's
like
we were in the club, it was time to go.
This shit was okay. Niggas really hitting the motherfucking chicken head to throw your sign, and it was crazy. All his music did that. But at the same time, Lil Jon was out. You had somebody out like Pac, or you had somebody out like Andre 3000 and Big Boy. So back then, it just wasn't so many sub categories of rap. But now, like people got so many options, and sometimes people are just led by the beat versus the verse and the lyrics. So you know, it definitely makes a difference.
The internet
definitely makes a difference.
Everything in our lives, bro. The internet is the wildest invention we've ever seen. That shit changed music, personal life, like social, everything, bro. Like I was talking to my other partner the other day about this shit. I think the internet, you know how rappers used to, if you listen to Andre 3000 back in 93 or whatever the case, he sounded like he was from Atlanta. If you listen to Biggie, he sounded like he's from New York. Yeah, Easy and all them sounded like they were from Cali. Now you'll hear somebody from New York, they might sound like they're from Atlanta. You might hear somebody from Atlanta, they might sound like they're from Chicago. Whatever the case is, like the internet blurred them the geographical lines on all of that shit, bro. Like you
It
can
connected everybody, which kind of slowed things down too, and made things less like person or like custom. Now everything is like, you're right. It's like a big blurb, but I think that's like a good thing in a lot of ways. But art wise, you're right. It kind of did a lot of things suffered.
You can see everything. It's like you can compare yourself to whatever's popping at the moment. Be like, okay,
I was so thrown off by ASAP Rocky when he first came out. I thought he was from Houston for sure. I found out this nigga was from Harlem. I was like, rapping like this over this beat. That shit was it blew my mind. So
his shit was hard though.
Yeah, them niggas go hard. But he's the only one to me, except on certain songs, that doesn't sound like a true New Yorker. Like Ferg sounds like he's from New York. Like he sounds like he's from New York, just with Southern influences. ASAP at first to me just sounded like he's from the South. Like I was like, damn, this nigga really from New York. He really from Harlem, huh? I didn't know.
I see. Crazy.
And I miss that old hip hop a little bit, but I also like this new shit though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it's so much good music. Like I'm gonna be honest, my favorite streaming platform probably to this day is still SoundCloud, because like producers and DJs go crazy over some of your favorite songs and make that shit. Like if you got a favorite Michael Jackson song and then this DJ or producer flips that shit and makes it even doper, it's like it just reignites that nostalgia and that love for that track. So I will forever love SoundCloud for that, bro. SoundCloud is one of the best streaming platforms.
It kind of still lets people be free, because I feel like copyright has gotten so crazy. Like, imagine if we had like anywhere near the same copyright laws that we had in the 80s, hip hop would have never even had a chance to happen, you know? So I think that it's like, it's kind of taking away from the art of like flipping, but at the same time, I get that people are trying to be paid for their shit too. So it's like, we can't, we need to find a balance, but like the law is so slow. Like, like they're just now catching up to shit that that's been going on for years. So, I mean, it sucks that it's happening, but at least SoundCloud kind of like has that like old school mentality where it's just do whatever. Just
SoundCloud feels like going to your favorite cousin's house and somebody's playing records, like some shit you never heard. Like when Masego first dropped, Girls That Dance, that shit I had never heard it before, and I'm at a day party. I'm trying to Shazam it. The shit wasn't coming up because it was only on SoundCloud back then. And I searched high and low for that shit. When I found that shit, I was so fucking geek. And SoundCloud gives you that like release of endorphins when you found something dope and you can't wait to share it. Like everything else gets so watered down and saturated because it's on all of these other sites. When you actually got to look for something, that shit, and you find it, oh nigga, I'll be excited. I can't wait to show it off. Let somebody get in the car, put it on. They be like, nigga, what's this? Be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That shit it's so fucking crazy that niggas can talk about like SoundCloud like it's such with such nostalgia. Because damn, dog, that shit really wasn't that long ago. It's crazy how fast all this shit moves now. Right. SoundCloud was really popping. This was what 10 years ago. Ain't no bad time. That's not no time at all. It's like that. It like it was a whole lifetime ago, dog.
And technology, it is. I mean, think about 10 years ago, Instagram didn't have anything but pictures.
Boy,
that's all it was being offered was pictures.
Hey, though, shit was bad.
Yeah.
It was all black and white to be artsy.
Niggas was double tapping their little hearts out on the pictures, nigga. Heart eyes under that bitch.
Them shits look like gas station footage. It was bad.
Hell yeah. Pat, we got any more stories before we get up out of here?
No, that's it for me. I think that's a good little note to end on.
All right, well that is. Well, shit. Well, man, listen, man. We want to thank our guest for coming on, Deante Hitchcock. As I said, he had his new single out. It's on all the streaming sites. You guys can go grab that. The last album was better. The new single is called "Calling All My Children." I'm sorry, Calling with Big Crit and Westside Boogie. Then he has another single called "All My Children" out as well. And the last album was better. You can check that out. Came out 2020. But I encourage you, man, go back and listen to So Much for Good Luck, man. That's how I got hip to him. He had a track on there with Golden called Wide Open. And then he got that joint Think About You with his sample Maxwell. That shit, though, that Maxwell shit, that shit on like 4 different playlists, nigga. That shit go hard, my boy. Go back and check out all the shit, man. You want to tell them anything that you want them to look out for, what they want them to check out?
Yes. But first off, please do what he said because I have bills and I have a kid, and I would like to keep the lights on here and be able to feed my kid for
Yes, sir.
all time. So please stream my music. Thank y'all for
Mhm.
that. Big hearts. You know what I mean? Second, we got some more new music coming out. Third, after this, I'm really gonna drop music to become and actually pursue my lifelong dream, which is to be a figure skater. So y'all be on the lookout for that. It's time. I love y'all. All right. Give me time.
That could be real. That could have been real.
I'm not.
He gonna be in the new Blaze of Glory with Will Ferrell.
It
Just
could be real.
It's not no game. We don't joke.
Hey.
I
Go
believe it
to
when I see it, nigga. I will believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
As always, guys,
perform in
I'm
LA.
Tahir.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
Shouts out to Deante Hitchcock, and we'll see y'all on the next episode of Damn Internet. You scary. Peace out,
Later,
guys.
y'all.